morning, everyone. We're coming to you live from the Hot Gate studio in 480 BC. I'm Cam. This is Rob.
Good morning.
As a follow-up to our report on the Battle of Marathon 10 years ago, we are currently reporting on a conflict that is developing in Thermopylae. Rob?
Well, Cam, it looks like things are stirring up once again between the Greeks and the Persians, as the Persians return with the new king, King Xerxes. Now, apparently, reports say that Xerxes is the son of the late King Darius. Things should get interesting.
Xerxes and his army of 1.7 million men have recently crossed the Hellespont, a narrow strait between Greece and Asia Minor, using two bridges constructed of ships bound with papyrus and linen, as thick as human torso.
Hold up, Cam. Breaking news. Despite previous reports, the Persian army has actually been reported to be only around 200,000 men strong.
Really? What about the Spartan army?
Well, Leonidas and 300 of his finest Spartans have joined forces with Greek city-states, such as the Thespians and the Thebans. Based on a decision that was made between the Athenians and the Spartans, the Greek army has decided to take a stand at the Hot Gates.
Thanks, Rob. We'll send you down now to our correspondent, who's with a Spartan who recently came off the front lines.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with one of Leonidas' men, a Spartan. So tell me, what are your thoughts on the battle so far?
But it's been a hard couple of days leaving behind the family and facing this enormous army that has threatened our land. And we don't have the numbers, but I think if we maintain our position and we stick with the plan, we should be able to get the job done.
Interesting. Is there anything that can help you out at this point?
Good question. If we just keep our shields up, cover up the men beside us, and maintain the phalanx formation, we should be good. We just have to hold our spot at the Hot Gates, and if we do that, our allies back will build up the army, and we should defeat the Persians.
What do you think of the Persian fighting techniques?
Fighting techniques? What fighting techniques? If they want to fight, they can come face to face with me, not shoot those silly little arrows from far behind. What do they think they are? They should fight me.
Righto. Any worries about the upcoming battles?
I'm a Spartan. I'm trained not to show fear. Fighting is my profession. Oh!
Okay. Are there any future plans for the Spartans after this?
I'm focusing on the battle right now. It is important that we protect our lands. And I have a feeling this may be my last battle.
Thank you for your time, Spartan.
You're welcome.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A true perspective of this battle from a Spartan.
Thanks, Dave. We'll send you down now to a Persian immortal.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm here with an immortal from the Persian army. So tell us, what's your role on the battlefield?
I'm a loyal servant and defender of King Xerxes.
Do you think you'll be able to defeat the Spartan army?
Well, rumor has it that we have a secret source that will lead us to victory.
So why does Persia want to expand?
Xerxes wants to expand the Persian Empire and take over Sparta and all of Greece.
One of the Spartans in a previous interview commented that your clothing looked womanish. How does that make you feel?
Ha! Coming from a bunch of men who comb each other's hair and oil themselves up before battle means nothing.
Well, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
And that just about sums it up for down here. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Mike. We'll be right back after these few messages.
Are you feeling worried about the Agogi? Do you have your doubts about whether or not your son will make it through? You want your son to succeed and have the best chance possible of becoming a man. Not an arty, boy-loving Athenian, but a Spartan man, a true man. If that's the case, your worries will be no more. It's time to get your son into training right away with custom-made little Spartan weapons that can give your son the thrust he needs. You can have your Spartan baby wreaking havoc upon the Helots by the time he can walk, with one easy payment, of course. Make him a tougher opponent, harder to kill with little Spartan brand weapons. Helots not included.
We'll now send you down live to our battle scenario tactician, George. What have you got for us today, George?
Thanks, guys. Now we're just going to show you a little game plan behind the scenes of the Greeks and the Persians. So as you may have been informed already, the Persians and the Greeks have been fighting at the Hot Gates of Thermopylae. Now, the Persians had also had a different plan of having over to 1,200 Persian ships at the Cape of Artemisium, which is located on the island of Euboea. Now, due to weather-related problems, the Persian fleet has lost around 1/3 of its fleet before it even started. Now, apparently, the Persians originally wanted to come in through the streets of Artemisium and flank the Spartans from behind. However, due to General Themistocles of the Athenians, Themistocles had a group of over 300 triremes collected from Sparta, Athens, Chalcis, and Troezen, and basically went through the Straits of Artemisium and spoiled their plans by holding them up at the Cape of Artemisium, thus making them rethink their battle strategy. Now the battle still continues, but we will keep you informed of any further news. We'll now send you back to the studio. This is George, signing off.
Thank you, George, for that very in-depth battle report. We'll now send you down to our reporter in the field, Mr. Peabody.
Thanks, Sam. I'm here with a force of just 300 Spartan warriors who've been defending this narrow passage against a Persian army of over 250,000 men. Remarkably, the 300 brave Spartans have held their ground for some days now. Yes, what is it you're trying to say?
Does my head look okay?
Yeah, it looks great. As you can see, Spartan warriors like to look good when they're fighting.
Kill them! Kill them all!
I can see just over my left shoulder here that the Spartan king Leonidas is addressing his soldiers. Let's go and see if we can get a word.
Kill the barbarians! Kill them with your spears! When your spears break, kill them with your swords! When your swords break, kill them with your teeth!
King Leonidas, can I have a word?
Yeah. Hi, who are you?
Mike Peabody, HHTV News.
Oh, does my hair look okay?
So how's the battle going?
Pretty well. We've killed about 20,000 Persians.
Well, that is impressive, but to win the battle, your soldiers are going to need to kill over 1,000 Persians each. I mean, they've got so many archers, their arrows could blot out the sun.
Then we shall fight them in the shade. Actually, that's quite a good line. I might use that in my next speech.
Sire, a Persian messenger.
Speak your peace, Persian. Sorry, Mike, this won't take a second.
Not a problem.
You cannot win this battle. We are too many. My master, the great Xerxes, demands you surrender your weapons. What is your reply?
Come and get them!
Ooh, good line. I'll tell him.
I've been trying to work that in for ages.
Sire, the Persians have found a way behind us, and we're surrounded.
To me, Spartans! To me!
Well, it looks like it's going to be a battle to the death. Here, under the glaring sun of Greece. Oh, something seems to have blotted the sun out. That's much better.
Incoming!
This is Mike Peabody reporting for HHTV News. Live from the Battle of Thermopylae. Really wishing he was somewhere else. Just, has anybody got about 400 plasters?
Ooh, ouch. That's going to leave a mark.
So Cam, what do you think on the developments in the Greco-Persian War so far?
Well, as a great poet once said, this is where the Athenians laid the foundation stone for freedom.
Meaning what exactly?
Well, clearly the Persian army and the Persian fleet have been depleted by the Greek efforts, and Themistocles, the Greek general, has a clear strategic advantage at the island of Salamis, but we can only hope for the best, Rob.
It appears as though the Spartans, despite their best efforts, were valiantly defeated, due to the traitorous acts of the local shepherd. It is reported that the traitor, Ephialtes of Trachis, went to Xerxes and showed him the path around the hot gates of Thermopylae, thus giving him the opportunity of surrounding Leonidas and his brave 300.
Well, that's certainly some tough news to take, but what about the Spartan effort down there, Rob?
Well, it's a really tough break, but Spartans are as brave and as courageous as they come, so if they couldn't have held the hot gates, I doubt any others could have been able to get the job done. And as for Ephialtes and his traitorous acts, I think that's just straight up disgraceful.
Well, then we can feel at ease that some Spartans have already been evacuated to Salamis to fight in that last battle.
Cam, what news do you have for us on Artemisium?
Well, an allied retreat has been initiated at Artemisium following the news of the Spartan defeat at Thermopylae. Various generals of the Greek fleet have stated that with Thermopylae lost, the region no longer holds any strategic significance. The allies are reportedly heading to Salamis off the coast of Athens, where they will gather in full force for an assumed last stand against the Persian Empire. Stay tuned for our further coverage of the Greco-Persian War. Until then, I'm Cam.
And I'm Rob.
Signing off.